Hey, I'd like to welcome you to another episode of Money Matters Top Tips for Success, where each and every day I bring on new business owners, entrepreneurs, and executives and have them share their top tips for success with you. My name is Adam Torres. You can follow me on Instagram at AskAdamTorres to keep up with my book releases, book tour schedule, signings, all that other good stuff. Always love to connect with you there. And as always, if you'd like to apply to become a co-author of one of my upcoming books, just head on over to the website, moneymatterstoptips.com, and click on Become an Author to apply. All right, so today I have Sofia Cancino on the line, and she is the Director of Marketing over at Now Media. Sofia, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for having me.
So I'm excited to get into what you're doing over at Now Media Group and how you're helping your clients. But before we do that, let's get a little bit further into your background. So how did you get started in your career?
Sure. So actually, before I started my career in marketing, I was in the finance industry, which, honestly, I was just fascinated by. I loved learning about stocks, bonds, and banking, and found out that the information I learned through those years is information that I would be using for the rest of my life. But a job in marketing has always been the dream. So this goes all the way back from when I was a little kid and watching my stepfather sketch out pans for Nike and Apple commercials. Seeing concepts go from one man's idea on paper to seeing it in action on the big screen was incredible to me.
Wow.
Yeah, so at the peak of my career, I was working in downtown on the 31st floor on top of the Symphony Towers at a wealth management firm when I decided I wanted to go finally for my real passion, which was marketing. And that's when I took the jump to marketing. So I was able to start at a small marketing agency as a coordinator, and then honestly, as soon as I stepped in, I hit the ground running, which resulted to be because I was able to be promoted to the digital marketing manager pretty fast. And then from there, I was given an opportunity at a well-known agency, Now Media Group. They're a great company, and this is actually where I currently am now. Again, I started with full force here and have been presented with Director of Marketing position, which has been a great and amazing challenge. So it's
I think that's actually a great transition. Let's get into Now Media Group. So let's talk a little bit more about what the company offers.
Yeah. So Now Media Group, in short, it's an advertising agency that has been around for over 10 years here in San Diego. Our primary focus is dental marketing, but we have clients from various industries around the U.S. and Canada. To put it simply, the owners have established a name for themselves by providing great products with earnest care for their clients, quite honestly. Before I started at Now Media, we were known for building websites and ranking doctors for SEO, and not so much for how we advertise for our doctors. So I was brought on board in order to vamp up our internal marketing as well as to improve the digital marketing we use to market our clients. And I'm proud to say that since I came on board, we are now known for doing it all. Everything from design. Mm-hmm.
That's absolutely amazing. And it's so interesting to me. So the niche, I know you work in multiple, but the doctor niche, whether it's a dentist or other types of professions, because there's so much value that can be created and provided by a company like Now Media Group. And when I see companies that work with really established brands that know what they're doing and have a defined target niche and have done a lot of great work, versus when I see some people that do campaigns and you see some things and you're like, all right, so what about this new company? What are you doing and how's that going to work out? And then you see the lack of consistency over time. Right. It's just a shame because they get less results, and then they think digital media or these other things don't work. And I'm like, what do you mean it doesn't work? It works for everybody else but you. It's because you don't stick with one thing or you don't stick with a quality group. That's exactly my bias, though. That's not your bias. I'm not putting those words in your mouth. But that being said, leading to my question, what do you find are some of the, I know this is going to change from group to group, practice to practice, but what do you find are some of the common themes of challenges that keep some doctors from being successful with their marketing?
So honestly, when you own a business and, these doctors, dentists, plastic surgeons.
Mm-hmm.
They are the business owners here. What gets away, a lot in the way is pride, unfortunately. Also, being able to spend on marketing. You as a business owner, you want to be able to feel that your clients come to you because they know you, because they were referred to you. But you still need to get your name out there. What I tell my clients is you're competing against these giants. You're competing against people that have teams like us. So you're spending, these people are spending $2,000, $5,000. I have clients that are spending up to $20,000 a month on just Google ads alone. It's hard. It's hard to compete with that out there. If you're doing this on your own, you're trying to create these ads on your own, and you're trying to use the strategy on your own. It doesn't always work the way that you want it to, or the way that it should, because one, this isn't something that you can do full time, and two, it takes the experience, and it takes certain knowledge in order to actually make these things work. So that's kind of where we're able to come in as a marketing company, really able to help in continuous maintenance on these accounts.
What do you find are some of the, let's just say, the low-hanging fruit for some of the doctors out there that really haven't put their foot in the water at all in this stuff, and they know they need to, but they just haven't gone over that hurdle to actually, pick up the phone and call somebody? What are some of those first basic things that you find it's always helpful to help clients with?
So I think the first base to cover when somebody does want to market their practice is knowledge. Really being able to understand what's out there and how it works. So even though as the client or as the individual, maybe even if you're not doing it yourself, it matters to know what's out there.
And so let's see. So now so you've done maybe a little bit of market research. What do you think is the next step in terms of implementation?
Sure. So as soon as you decide, okay, I want to be the one that's doing this marketing, I want to be able to be the one that's, I really want to get patients basically in my practice or clients in my practice. Mm-hmm. And I do refer to patients a lot because I work mostly with doctors, but
of course. Mm-hmm.
In order to get clients or prospects in general into my area of business, I think a good strategy would be to first off do it old school. Go with mailing marketing. So sending out as simple as hitting yourself, and then putting a little call to action on there. You can get people inside your into your practice, into your business. So in order to start, honestly, first thing you want to do is see what kind of clientele you can grab. And then from there, which goes back to the research, then really see how to hit them. So if your demographic is older, then mm-hmm. mailing marketing would be great. If it's younger, then they say if you're going to spend $1, spend the $1 in Google Ads. Really simple to do. They have a customer service number on there to get you started, so you could at least see what it's going to bring in for you.
That's awesome. So, Sophia, if somebody is listening to this and they want more information on Now Media Group or to connect, what's the best route for them to do that?
Yeah. So our website, nowmediagroup.tv, has loads of information as far as how we can help anybody out. Also, just giving us a call, 619-272-4098, and we would love to be able to answer any questions, even if it's, how do I do this on my own? We're here to help. We love talking to people and seeing what other people are doing out there.
Man, I love it. Well, hey, Sophia, really appreciate you coming on the show today and sharing more about your background and all the great work that you're doing over at Now Media Group to help practices grow. And to the audience, as always, thank you for tuning in. Hope you got a lot of value out of this. If you did, don't forget to subscribe to the podcast, leave me a review on the Apple iTunes Store, do all those great things we do to support our podcasters. I really do appreciate it. And Sophia, thanks again for coming on the show.
Of course. Thank you.